Closed captioning for Inside Southeastern Football is made possible by North Oaks Health Systems for over 50 years. You are the reason we're here.
A handoff to Rasheed Harrell, breaks it. He's going to score. Nobody's going to catch Rasheed Harrell. And fires on the out route. Kepley's got it. Turns upfield. His tight rope to the sideline. Touchdown. First turnover of the ball game goes to Southeastern.
Then it's straight drop. Looks at Smiley's got him this time. And touchdown, Southeastern Louisiana, 65 yards.
Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you from Which as we continue our tour around the restaurants of Hammond Square. I'm Alan Waddell and joined as always by the head football coach of your Southeastern Lions, Coach Ron Roberts. Coach, thanks for being here. A week this week where you go on the road, your first road game of the year, a short trip to New Orleans to take on Tulane, a game where fell behind early but never quit, got back in the ball game in the fourth quarter, but this is a learning lesson for your club.
It's a learning lesson. I think it's disappointing right now. We felt going into the game that we were a good enough team to win this game, and really went in there and had a lot of self-inflicted wounds. We have a lot of penalties, we have a lot of missed assignments, did not execute very well, and still had an opportunity to win this game late. Coach,
and we've watched your club for the last couple of years. Those are things that we don't normally do. I mean, I know when the schedule came out, a lot of kids had this one circled. Do you think that had any bearing on some of those missed execution?
It may have. I think it may have been a small part. That obviously there's some kids pressed too hard for it. But we just got to learn from it and move on.
Coach, I know one thing you're proud of is a very strong contingent of Lion fans. We're in Tulane at their new stadium, Yeoman Stadium. It was a packed house of green and gold.
Yeah, the Lion Nation showed up strong and were very loud, and I want to thank all those ones that came out there for the ball game, and we really appreciate their support.
Coach, it's been a while since you had to kind of regroup from a regular season loss, as now you're going to have to put this one behind you and move on to SEMO this weekend as you're going to go on the road again. What's the message this week to your club?
Well, it's the same thing. We got to take care of our own business. I mean, if you have 15 penalties and you have that many missed assignments, then anybody can beat you. I mean, there's a lot of teams on our schedule that can beat us if we make the mistakes we made last Saturday, especially in one half. You can't put yourself behind 23. You can't dig yourself a hole that sometimes you just don't have time to get out of it.
All right, well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at all the highlights as the Lions took on Tulane down at Yeoman Stadium in New Orleans. We'll be right back on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Inside Southeastern Football with Coach Ron Roberts is supported by Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction, located in Southeastern's hometown of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auto auction locally owned by John Poteet. For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you, with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com.
Which what? Which do you want? Taste the freedom, feel the vibe, go beyond the true and try.
Grab a shopping, mark your wishes on the bag that holds your witches. Roast beef, corned beef, bonnet, crystal, French dip, meatball,
Chicken pesto, always fresh, always quick.
choice of toppings, ain't no doubt.
Zesty ranch or sauerkraut.
Mark your witch, we're here to please. Sandwich matching guarantee. Which, that's what. Which is what you want.
Welcome back back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you from Which right here as we continue our tour around the restaurants of Hammond Square. The Lions were on the road this past weekend to take on FBS opponent, the Tulane Green Wave. Let's check out the first half highlights. Come out for a great atmosphere, a brand new Yeoman Stadium in New Orleans, and Coach, it was an electric atmosphere for college football.
It was a great environment, great place, great experience for our young men.
You can see the Lion faithful came out in groves here, as there was just tons of people there for Southeastern, and this was a special moment. I tell you, our crowd erupted as your team came on the field.
Yeah, great. I want to thank all the fans that showed up, all the ones that came to the game. They were very loud, and we could always feel their definite support.
Tulane would get the ball first to start the game, and this is the first play of the game. Big hit by Drew Masita comes up, and you really did a nice job in the run game all night.
I thought defensively our guys did a good job up front on the run game. I thought we got some pressure on the quarterback. We hit him a bunch of times. He just did a good job of getting rid of it.
One of the keys to the game, especially in the first half, was inability to get off the field on third down. And you have a big third down chance right here on the first possession, and Lee gets out of a sack and is able to scramble for a first down.
Yeah, that's, had the opportunity to get him down. They were 5 of 7 in the first half on third down conversion. That's probably what, obviously that's a huge part of their success and be able to put points on the board.
But overall, our defense played really well in this one. You can see us playing physical. They have a very big offensive line, and our guys did a nice job against the run game.
I think our guys did, and I thought we played better, especially in the second half. I thought the second half you're going to get, when we get to those highlights, obviously, that we really controlled the game up front.
Nice play that time by Derek Raymond.
Derek Raymond had several big plays in the ball game. Just great coverage.
Dial up a blitz, and Tyler Stoddard comes home with a sack.
Great call by Coach Scott. Obviously gets the safety blitz there. We're going to get him twice in the night, but Tyler Stoddard's going to get him there.
Another nice defensive play there. You get off the field on the opening possession and limit those guys to no points. Nice job by your defense after they moved it out towards midfield.
Yep, and that was another, obviously, big pass breakup by Derek Raymond again.
We get the ball, start deep in our own territory, try to run the football out of there. Couldn't do so, had to punt it back to those guys. They get a short field. Again, your defense snacks up Sherman Beatty, their talented running back.
Yeah, do some good stuff. They win the field position battle most of the first half. Got the ball about the 50-yard line. Big throw and catch there on a third down completion. Nice job on his part, Tanner Lee.
Coach, I don't know what you do about this one. Really perfect coverage. You see you have 3 lines around the area. I don't know how that young man made that catch.
It was a great throw and catch. I mean, sometimes you just got to take the hats off to the other team and they make a play. And we had guys in great coverage and had them in the spots and just didn't make it.
And Tulane's able to punch it in. They go on the board first in the first half as they go up 7-0 with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Offensively, had a little trouble getting it going in the first quarter of this game as their defense was really flying around.
Well, we knew that going in. I mean, they were big, physical up front. They had a lot of team speed on the defense side of the ball. We helped them out a little bit. We had some self-inflicted wounds with some penalties and missed assignments. But you got to take that off to them. I mean, they're a very good defense. I think that's the strength of their ball club.
This time they did a good job, kind of took away all 3 options on that play and was able to bottle Brian up. Had a chance on this play down the middle, Coach, and just overshot him a little bit.
Yep, a little pressure, had to step out of the pocket. If he had a little more time, I think he gets set his feet and fire that ball away.
At this point, the field position kind of got shifted in our favor, had those guys pinned back and really did a good job getting after their quarterback and was able to put pressure on him.
I thought at that point it's going pretty smooth. We'll get a chance there to go for a quick kick, try to pin them down in the end zone again. And
big play in the game. Big play in the game. Really, it switched the field position. You were going to have an opportunity to pin them deep. Instead, they got it at midfield, and they capitalized on it. A great throw and catch. The quarterback was under pressure, and again, you kind of got to tip your hat to that player.
Yeah, that was really good coverage by Denzel Thompson. Like I said, the guy was throwing BBs at sometimes out there.
Tried to really get the speed sweep game going to the perimeter. Couldn't get anything going. Had to get it back to those guys. And your defense was on the field a lot in the first half.
Yeah, we got to, obviously in those big games like that, you got to find ways to get off the field, and we couldn't have a lot of success there early. getting off the field on third downs.
This was really their biggest run of the ball game, and very questionable horse collar call there, and then a pass interference penalty, all on the same drive. About 30 yards worth of penalties gave them a really short touchdown drive.
Right. Well, it's tough to do when you get the ball in midfield and have 30 yards of penalties. It's tough to overcome that.
Offense puts something together here, gets it towards midfield, and Brian going to scramble for a first down. Had something going here. Now you're down 21-0, but you're trying to drive and get back in the ball game.
Nice little pitch out to Xavier Oberson, going to get the first down.
You bring on Ryan Adams, and he's going to bang one through. And one thing we didn't talk about is a very stiff wind blowing right in his face. That was 43 yards, but that would have probably been good from 50 if the wind wasn't blowing. Coach, we'll just kind of call it like we saw it. Not a whole lot went right in that first half. The second quarter, you get outscored 21-3 in that quarter, and you're down 28-3. But your kids don't quit. I know we're going to take a look at the second half highlights. We'll talk about that first half.
Yeah, as I said, a lot of self-inflicted wounds there in the first half. A lot of things did not go right for us. But a lot of us, it was our own fault. Mental mistakes, errors, and stuff. And the message right now at halftime is, we got to go out there and represent our program, our athletic department, and go out there and play a lot better than we are right now. And then if we can eliminate the mistakes, we dug ourselves a hole, but we had an opportunity to get out of this thing.
All right, well, let's take a break. We come back, we'll take a look at the second half highlights. A second half where the Lions would have a furious rally and get back in this one against Tulane. Right here on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond.
Moving forward, it is very important that everyone here understand the severity of this.
Now 1 Charlie, 7 November, Roger, thank you.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Inside Southeastern Football with Coach Ron Roberts is supported by Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction, located in Southeastern's hometown of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auto auction locally owned by John Poteet. For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Rendy's Quick Stop, located just outside the gates of Southeastern on University Drive, has everything you need in a convenience store. If you're looking for a quick snack or a full-service cold drink fountain, hot food to go from Champ's Chicken and Fish 2, or an ice-cold beer, make sure you visit Rendy's Walk-In Beer Cooler. Rendy's also has a huge selection of import and domestic wine. So whether you're running low on gas or whether you just want to pick up lunch or supper to go, visit Rendy's Quick Stop. Rendy's accepts Lions Lanyap for Southeastern students. Rendy's Quick Stop, a proud supporter of Southeastern football.
Inside Southeastern Football is made possible by Hammond Nursing Home. Since 1974, owner Ray Knockan has worked to make Hammond Nursing Home this area's premier nursing home. Knockan, a football standout for the Lions in 1952 and 1953, played under legendary coach Stan Galloway. And in 1958, Ray Knockan graduated from Southeastern and married the love of his life, Miss Ruth Knockan. For almost 40 years now, the Knockan family has worked to make Hammond Nursing Home an exciting senior living community, offering everything you need and want in retirement living, including social programs, activities, rehabilitation, and nursing programs. Hammond Nursing Home offers a full range of assisted care and services for seniors. For more information on Hammond Nursing Home, please visit hammondnursinghome.net or call area code 985-542-1200. Hammond Nursing Home and the Knockan family, a proud supporter of Southeastern Louisiana University, the Knockan Strength and Conditioning Center, and Southeastern Athletics.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you from Which as we continue our tour around the restaurants of Hammond Square. The Lions trailed at halftime against Tulane, but they get back in it in the second half. Let's check out the second half highlights. All right, Coach, your team's down at halftime, but you come out in the second half and play really well in this one as you get back in the ballgame in the second half.
Huge interception there with Isaiah Corbett. A big play, which I thought our defense played great in the second half. We got a big run there by Rasheed Harrell. At this point, we're trying to climb in. We dug ourselves a hole. It's 28-3, and we got to dig our way out of this thing.
Brian throws an interception over the middle. Costly turnover there with a little momentum going.
Yeah, there's a miscommunication. He thought he was going to run underneath the backer, and he went over the top. And again, that's just a mistake on our part.
Your defense was really dominant in this second half. Did a nice job. You see Jordan Batiste coming around the edge there. Did a really nice job against Tulane in the second half.
We're going to start this drive a little backed up after a little punt. We have a penalty on the punt return, which makes us start inside the 10. Again, pressure in the face. Brian misfires. Then we got a short punt and to get him the ball on the 40-yard line. Again, huge field position and doesn't really help matters there. But we have some big plays. Obviously, Drew Masita there for a tackle for loss.
And then they kind of botched the field goal here, so it stays 28-3. And when you look at how really the last 20 minutes of this ball game unfolded, your team was able to get right back in the ball game. There's a nice throw to Devontae Scott, who had a nice game once again.
Yeah, Devontae Scott is, like I said, I've said his name several times. He's a great player. He's going to be a bigger player as the season goes along. At this point, really, we're trying to tell our guys to be calm and get back into things. Take it one series at a time.
There's a very nice throw and catch, Brian, to Jeremy Myers. And Coach, here in the third quarter, it's 28-10. You're right back in the ball game.
Yeah, 28-10, nice throw and catch by Jeremy Myers. Nice drive accumulated by the offense there. Take the ball down, score, get some points on board, create a little momentum. We're at 28-10. At this point, we're sitting out there just a couple possessions out of this ball game.
No doubt about it. As again, your defense just swarms to the football. They could not get anything going offensively in the second half against your club. You held them to 1 of 7 on third down in the second half. And here's another big interception by Isaiah Corbett. And you could really feel the momentum change to your side after this play.
I think we're playing tough. I think we're playing a game with passion. We're playing with a sense of urgency here. One of the positive things I did see is that when we dug the hole in 28-3, that our kids played with a sense of urgency to get back in it, and that's some great fight on their part.
Ball sailed a little bit on Brian. You bring on Ryan Adams, 50-yard field goal, Coach, and he drills it, gets it through there, and now it's only a 2-score game.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see. Obviously, Ryan, he's a great kicker. He's unfolding the season that we thought he's capable of doing. He's hit multiple kicks over 40 yards and opens his first 50-yarder there.
Coach, unfortunately, maybe this is the one bad play of the second half, is couldn't get him on the ground there, and they go 74 yards for a touchdown. Really their biggest play of the second half.
Yeah, you take that one play away, really, and I think our defense played great in the second half.
Now this guy, he didn't have many opportunities to run back kicks. This is the only one he had a chance at, and nearly takes it to the house as you get right back in the ball game.
I thought it was one of the, that we thought going into the game, that special teams area that we thought we really had an advantage on. But their guy just did a great job kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone, never gave him a shot. But the one he did get a return, also brings us back over 70 yards, sets us up great field position, and we'll finish off there, Brian going for touchdown.
Coach, your team has a furious comeback there in the second half. You outscored Tulane 17-7 in the second half. If you take away their long touchdown, you really shut them out defensively. Maybe some keys to this game is didn't take advantage of some short fields. You had some opportunities there in the second half.
Yeah, well, we didn't take advantage of some opportunities to capitalize on some of their mistakes. There was some, obviously, we had penalties in the special teams that got some negated some yardage and field position that really hurt us. And the positive is that again, with all the mistakes and everything that didn't go right, we still have an opportunity to win this game late. We had a touchdown call back. We were driving the ball late again, the opportunity to score. And I think our kids continue to fight and play that type of football we want them to play.
Coach, I think back to a couple of years ago, playing a couple of these type games, and you get behind early and just kind of shut it down. How far has this program come in the character of these kids? They expect to win even though when they're down in a hole like that.
Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest thing really at halftime was overcoming their shock, because I think our guys were shocked that this had happened, and I think they were very disappointed. But we got to get over that. We got a whole another half to play. And I think that's the biggest thing was them overcoming that and getting ready. I think we got a great football team, and I know our kids will bounce back, and we're looking forward to getting on the field again.
All right, well, let's take another break. When we come back, we'll have more for you right here on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond.
moving forward is very important that everyone here understand the severity of this.
Now 1 Charlie 7 November, Roger, thank you.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Which do you want?
Taste the freedom, feel the vibe, go beyond the true and try.
Grab a shopping, mark your wishes on the bag that holds your witches. Roast beef, corned beef, bonnet, crystal fresh dip, meatballs,
Chicken pesto, always fresh, always quick.
choice of toppings, ain't no doubt.
Zesty ranch or sauerkraut.
Rock your witch, we're here to please. Sandwich faction guarantee. Which, that's what. Which is what you want.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we shoot this week from Which here as we continue our tour around the restaurants of Hammond Square. And Coach, before we go out and take a look at our story on the big tailgate that took place at Ullman Stadium this past weekend, I want to talk first about linebacker Isaiah Corbett was named Southland Conference Defensive Player of the Week for the second time in only the first 3 weeks of the season. He had 2 interceptions in this game. Really did a nice job defensively for your club.
Yeah, he's playing really well right now. We knew he was capable of doing that and being a great player. And he's got a great start to 2014, and we're looking forward to him continuing that the rest of the year.
Coach, maybe it's just me as a fan just kind of watching the game, but it seems like a year ago Isaiah was more of just a pass rusher. Now he's doing more things at that linebacker position, dropping back in coverage and making these 2 big interceptions, showing he's an all-around linebacker for your club. Yeah,
I think he's really expanded his game. He's added a lot of things to his repertoire, and he's going to be a great football player for us.
All right, now let's take a look as Lion Nation were on the road at Tulane.
It's already 5 hours before kickoff, and Lion Nation's already busting at the seams in the Newcomb Quad, smack dab in the heart of the Tulane University campus. And that's before the fan buses even arrived from Hammond. Former players and Lion fans are playing games, snacking on some food, and enjoying an adult beverage or two as they talk about the success of Lion football.
Tulane, we've always had a great rivalry with those guys, but it doesn't matter. Regardless, nowadays, Ron Roberts got this sucker kicking. We got people everywhere. Home games, away games, road trips. It's a great environment.
We're trying to recruit some members right now, and we want to be the best that we can be and line up.
This road tailgating adventure is sponsored by the LAA and the New Orleans chapter of the Alumni Association. Former quarterback Brian Babin and former wide receiver Merrick Lano were some of the first on the scene to start tailgating.
Feel pretty good. Oh man, it makes us feel great. It's been a long time coming. When the program was brought back, it was a few years of tough seasons, and playing 3 D1s a year to get a paycheck and to get the program where it is today. It makes it all worth it today.
Rogers Mueller was also there, enjoying himself, surrounded by friends. Rogers is only 2 years removed from the playing field, and he really enjoys his tailgating time.
It's really exciting to come out and see all the Lion fans, the Lion Nation come out here and support. Coach Ron Roberts has done a great job of hitting the community, being a part of the community, and getting his guys involved with the community. And just even though I've been out the program 2 years, it still feels like I got a sense of community with the team.
At 3:30, Lion Nation tailgating doubled or even tripled in size when 5 buses arrived on campus from Hammond, America, and over 300 people poured into the Lion tailgating area. And after all that, the space was limited with well over 600 fans tailgating.
Well, being we represent opposite sides of the lake and everything, north and south, I think this is a really good rivalry. They have always had the edge, but hopefully we'll get even with them this year and start a new trend for Southeastern.
Former players, fans, students, and the spirit of the Southland Band all enjoyed the tailgating up to 6 o'clock, and then things started to wind down as people made the trek some 6 blocks over to Ullman Stadium after a day of good times.
Coach, we take a look as obviously from that footage you can see there was a lot of green and gold out there. I was personally there at noon, so I know there was a lot of people there, and you can just see this thing growing for your program here, and it's great to go on the road like that and have that kind of support.
It definitely is. We're excited. I mean, our programs grow in every phase, not only on the field but off the field. Our athletic department, LAA, touchdown club, you name it. Every phase of our program is moving in the right direction.
All right, well, let's take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the opponent for this week as the Lions will be on the road at Southeast Missouri State right here on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Inside Southeastern Football with Coach Ron Roberts is supported by Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction, located in Southeastern's hometown of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auto auction locally owned by John Poteet. For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you right here from Which Wich as we continue our tour around the restaurants of Hammond Square. We want to thank Which Wich for bringing us out all kind of sandwiches and chips, as the grinder, the buffalo chicken, all kind of different things for us to eat right here, as Coach Roberts and I are going to dive into this as soon as the program's over. But Coach, before we get to that, we have to take a look at our opponent for this weekend. You're going to go on the road, a long ride for your club, as you're going to go to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and take on Southeast Missouri State. This is a team we opened with a year ago.
Yeah, they're a good football team. They got a new coaching staff, and they played Kansas really tough coming out of the gate about 2 weeks ago. Played them in a real tough football game, and you know, we obviously, it's our first trip, and it's the first chance we're going to get on that road and take a bus trip, and especially maybe 8 hours, and see our kids respond to that. But we're looking forward to getting this game and get back on the field again.
Yeah, no doubt, especially coming off this week's performance against Tulane. I know you're ready to get back out on the field, and Coach, they're 1-2, but talk about the challenges of going on these long bus rides like this. I know that's hard for young kids to go on this bus ride for such a long time.
Well, that is tough. It's tough right now. You know, you're going to be on 8 hours on a bus. We'll be on the majority of Friday. We'll leave Friday morning, and we'll be a majority of Friday. We'll be on the bus and then get out, and we'll get our chance. We'll meet. We'll get a chance to meet them when we get there. Meet and get them off the bus a couple times, let them stretch, get the legs worked out a little bit, and you know, again, to me, it's a great opportunity for us to go on the road and travel together and spend some time together. And sometimes those can work out to great bonding trips. And
this is another cross-conference matchup at FCS football. They are out of the Ohio Valley Conference. We've played a couple of games against that conference the last couple of years, so another good measuring stick against cross-conferences.
Yeah, and Ohio Valley's been a good conference, and again, I'm excited to get on the field. They pose some matchup problems. Also, again, they're very big up front on the defense side of the football. They're big inside on the offensive line. They got a couple big backs, 240, 250-pound running backs. So it's going to be a good football game for us.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We want to thank everyone who makes this show possible. And if you can't make the trip to Cape Girardeau this weekend, you can always join the Voice of the Lions, Mark Willoughby, color commentator Robbie Rhodes, and silent reporter Trevor Bergeron on the Southeastern Sports Radio Network. For Coach Ron Roberts, I'm Alan Waddell. We'll see you next week. Closed captioning for Inside Southeastern Football is made possible by North Oaks Health Systems for over 50 years. You are the reason we're here.